Hello, Rudy Campos with the Rudy Campos home selling team. I'm here at the office of Carly Rosales with the Money Store. And so Carly will talk about, what are the benefits of buying new construction, as well as some of the financing available for that type of property. So Carly, thank you again for having us. And go ahead, let us know what are some of your thoughts.
Yes, and I believe new construction is not taken into consideration enough. On average, it's 7 to 12% of home purchase sales. And in today's market, it's increased to about 25 to 30% due to lack of inventory. But I feel more and more clients need to consider new constructions for many reasons and many advantages. You've got obviously a set price. You know what dollar amount you're going into because there's a base price with every new construction unit. But the great thing is you can always also increase that price if you'd like to change your upgrades or do some builder options to go ahead and create that home to your unique style and liking, right? And the big thing with all our programs here at the Money Store, with that longer time frame, it actually allows you to save some money if you need a few months to save for down payment and or closing cost, or if you would like to alleviate some debt in the meantime while the home is being constructed. That allows you some time to go ahead and eliminate debt to go ahead and have that affordability down the line, right? And with our loan programs here at the Money Store, we do have an extended rate lock program. That's huge because we can lock a interest rate up to 360 days for 1 year. So we have them in various increments depending on the time frame of your new build. But what is great about that program as well is the fact that we can actually do a float down. If, for instance, obviously we lock today for 1 year, you're at the worst rate that you could ultimately obtain because it can only get better. You know, at worst, this is going to be where your payment's going to be, what the rate's going to be, and you feel comfortable with that. But if the rate in the markets get better, you have a one-time float down option to be able to go ahead and get the lower and better interest rate. So that's a huge benefit for clients with this ever so changing market of interest rates. A lot of the times too, you got to keep in mind if there's still not an affordability with the current new build price, a lot of these new construction projects have a small percentage of affordable units. That's where they may have a lower purchase price to help afford the unit for one person or another, obviously being within their city guidelines. There's a deed restriction most of the time, so then that's where you can work with someone that is experienced in that field to go ahead and finance you under the affordable units or new programs to help make that more accommodating to your liking monthly payment. So consider that as well. The other pieces as well you've got to keep in mind is the fact of the longer time frames. We can always adjust to go ahead and see if we're projecting 3 to 6 months the project will be done. Let's always consider maybe 6 to 9 months it'll be done. Give you that few extra months because you never know. There's always different nuances with new construction and or delays that can be out of everyone's control. So as a builder expert, I always keep that in mind because I never want you guys to be put in a predicament. Okay? So if you have any questions on new construction, our extended rate lock program, how the process works, anything out of the ordinary in regards to the process of a 6-month escrow, I'm here to help and answer any questions.
That's great. And also just wanted to recap what you said, Carly. So when you're buying a new construction, you have the ability to buy the property and know that you have a set price. Most builders are not going to negotiate on price. However, they do have incentives that they offer for buyers because they too want to get rid of their inventory so they can continue building the rest of the homes that they were going to build. This is also applies to not just homes, but also townhomes, condominiums. And so there's definitely inventory available out there. A lot of times, people don't think about going into new construction. But some of the other benefits, as Carly spoke about, is seller incentives. You can pick also your upgrades that you want, what kind of flooring you want. Sometimes they have standards that you can pick, or you can simply, upgrade to those, things that you may want other than what they offer as basics. As she said, one thing that's very important to buyers in this market, which is a very volatile market, and that is that you can guarantee your rate to be locked in for 1 year. That's unheard of with other type of property. Most of the time, lenders can lock you in for 30, 45, 60 days. But then if you have to have more time, there's fees involved in having to extend that locking rate. So that's another benefit. The other thing is that you have a one-time float down option, meaning that if you're locked into a rate for 1 year and the rates come down, then you can get the lower rate one time. So that's another benefit that most lenders don't offer. Also, affordable units. In most constructions, new construction, they have a certain percentage of units that need to be made for affordable housing. And so that's another benefit for those people that may not qualify for the standard pricing that they have. You can check into how many units are available that would be more affordable possible for you. One of the other things I wanted to mention is when you're buying home insurance, insurance companies prefer newer buildings, newer construction, rather than older properties. So a lot of people are having difficulty now obtaining insurance that's affordable because either properties are too old, like 40, 50, 60 years or older. Insurance companies are shying away from wanting to insure properties that are old. So having a new construction property is also a benefit as far as your insurance is concerned. One of the other things that you get when you don't get with a home, single family home that's a resale, is that typically most builders give a 10-year guarantee on the construction of the property. Okay, so that's another benefit, is within the 10 years that you own that property, if something goes wrong with the construction or the building of the home, you can go back to the builder and they can take care of that issue typically. Okay, there's also insurance, homeowners insurance, that sometimes has other things involved that will benefit you. What I'm thinking also is people usually buy, when they buy a resale, you buy a home warranty. There are home warranties that cover owners, I believe, up to also 5 to 10 years. I have to check on that. Okay, so if you're interested in buying new construction, in the next few weeks, I'm going to be going to the new construction sites and going and taking videos of what's available in those communities and let you know what we need to do to set up an appointment. I'll go with you so that we can sign you up as a new buyer in those communities. And the benefit also is I can also sometimes am able to negotiate some of the things that they offer, or basically some of the fees, and so that you can get the benefit of not just getting what they offer, but possibly more. Okay, so if you want to get in touch with me, you can text me at 805-479-2992. You can text me, you can also call me, and we'll set up an appointment to go view properties that are new construction. If you want to get pre-qualified for a loan in these programs that Carly just spoke about, you can call Carly directly. And Carly, what is your contact information?
My cell number is best at 805-302-8224.
And Carly's located here in Camarillo. However, there's also offices that you can meet them at.
In Simi Valley, Oxnard, and Ventura.
Excellent.
You let me know.
Great. Okay, so again, if you have any questions regarding new construction, I will be doing videos on the different communities that are available in Oxnard, in Ventura, Simi Valley, in Fillmore, and also Santa Paula. There's also new communities there. And I'm not sure what they have in Camarillo, but I'll find out. And we'll take videos of those communities too and let you know what's available. Okay? So Carly, thank you again. And if you have questions regarding interest rates, loans, call Carly. If you have any interest in buying, selling a property, call me, Rudy Campos. Thank you and have a wonderful day.